you guys, welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to share with you low calorie density, what I ate in a day, and give you some more ideas. Lately, I've been running into a lot of people in comments and clients that I've been working with that just don't want to cook. And unfortunately, I hate to break it to you, but if you want to take control of your weight loss and you want to take control of your health, you're gonna need to start to cook. But that doesn't mean it has to be super complicated or like recipes every single meal that you eat. So I'm going to break it down today and make it really simple. If you are one of those people who hates to cook, you just have to do a little bit of preparation and a little bit of cooking to make these things happen. Since giving birth, I have lost about 7 pounds so far, and I'm totally happy with that because it's been slow, but it's been consistent. I'm breastfeeding and I don't want to do anything drastic. So I just want to encourage you, if you are slow and consistently losing weight, 1 to 2 pounds a week, be encouraged. That is progress. That is a good thing. That means you're getting up every day, you're trying, you're succeeding sometimes, maybe you get a step back, maybe you come back a little bit forward, but you just keep going. And that is how we all lose weight. It's just being consistent with it. It's interesting to me when you think about bodybuilding and when you think about eating food, you think about them completely differently. You know that if you wanted to start a workout program in the gym, the first few days that you go in, you're probably not gonna see anything. So why do we think that way when it comes to our food? We think, I've eaten good for 3 days, where are the results? Why didn't I lose 30 pounds already? And we give up. So these are really simple meals that you just have a little bit of prep for and that you can make really quickly throughout your week. And I always say this because it's totally true and it's very cliche, but if you fail to plan, you truly do plan to fail. It's how it goes. Life is always busy. Life always gets in the way. As soon as you make a decision to be healthier or lose weight, something is going to try and throw a wrench in your way. That's Murphy's Law, right? That's the way things work. So you just have to keep getting up, be prepared, take a little bit of time to plan your week out and do this. You can do this. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you know when I have more of these what I ate in a day low calorie density videos coming out. I know a lot of you guys enjoy these videos and I really like making them too. So let's get into my day. All right, you guys, so I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna eat for breakfast. This is truly like the most simple, fast food that you could possibly eat. You know, people say eating healthy is really hard. This is the easiest meal in the world. I'm going to be eating fruit, okay? Fruit is really healthy. In its whole form, you're gonna feel nice and full and satisfied. Having lots of those veggies, having lots of fruit throughout your day is going to help you feel satisfied. Water-rich fruit sources. So this is the finished product that literally took me less than a minute to put together, and it even looks nice. How about that? I sprinkled a little bit of chia seeds on the top, like I'm talking a little bit, like 1/8 of a teaspoon probably. That's not gonna derail any fat at all for your day. So there's a really easy breakfast you can have, or have this as a snack even. Don't shine as bright when you... It's lunchtime now, and this is something that I feel like I say all the time, but even if you're not really into like meal prep, you can prep at the beginning of the week something like as simple as some beans and some rice, and have that pretty much every single day for some meal. Is it predictable? Yes. But does it work? Yes. So that is what I've done. I made some brown rice in the rice cooker at the beginning of the week, and I made some vegan bean with bacon, Great Northern beans, which I absolutely love. They're like my favorite right now. And that lasts me pretty much the entire week. If I need to make rice more as the week goes on, then I do. But I'm just reheating leftovers. So you guys will see what that looks like. It's really a filling meal. And I'm just gonna add in some steamed broccoli with that, with a little bit of seasoning. I'll show you what I use. I buy this gigantic bag of broccoli from Costco, and I kind of play this game with myself. Can I eat the whole bag before it goes bad? And normally the answer is yes. So that is what I'm gonna have for lunch. This is my leftovers of the rice and beans that I made at the beginning of the week, and I'm just gonna reheat that. And I'm gonna be steaming my broccoli now, but this is always something that you could do ahead of time and then just reheat it when you're ready. So really easy, really simple. And that's the final product. You saw it, that took literally just a few minutes to heat up. Meal prepping real simple things like rice and beans for your week is a really good way to win. And just to have a little added color in there, I decided to add some tomatoes that are fresh from the garden. So it's a really beautiful, colorful, balanced meal. All right, you guys, so I wanted to pop back in here and just have a little talk, which is what I've been doing in these What I Ate Low Calorie Density videos. And I just want to talk about some things you want to focus on when you're trying to lose weight. I think that if you don't have any kind of goal when it comes to weight loss and you're just going to see how it goes and play it by ear, you're not going to win. So make sure that you have a goal. You keep it in front of you, you look at it constantly, you have some pictures, you have some measurements, you have your weight beforehand, and you continue to check back in with that goal. Are the measures that you're taking on a daily basis working towards that goal, or are you just kind of waiting to see if it happens? I'm telling you right now, if your goal is to lose 10 pounds or more, it's not just gonna happen spontaneously. I don't know anybody who can just do that. You have to have some sort of goal in the forefront of your memory, on your bathroom window, in your planner, somewhere that you can constantly see it and remind yourself, okay, the choices I'm gonna make today are going to get me closer to my goal. What you've been doing obviously hasn't been working because you're still overweight, and I totally can identify with this. So making changes, consistent habitual changes that are going to change not only your full life, but also just what you eat on a daily basis, it can be really difficult, right? It can be hard to get over that hump. But if you consistently do it, and when you mess up, you're still kind to yourself, you don't beat yourself up, you will be able to get back up and put yourself together and start again. I think it's important to remember that you didn't get to the weight that you're at overnight. So it's not going to take only 24 hours to lose the weight. So just be kind to yourself. You're gonna run into obstacles. You're gonna have days when you kind of screw up. But the important thing is to just get back up and keep going. And the next thing is just to eat the foods that you want to get the results that you want. You know, if you have Oreos in the cabinet and they're calling your name constantly and you can't control yourself with the Oreos, get them out of your house, you know? The foods that are going to bring you weight loss and the results that you want are gonna be minimally processed, whole foods that you can have in abundance in this low calorie density way so that you feel nice and full, lots of volume that you're eating, but also having less calories or being in a calorie deficit. Cutting out the oil as well. All the things that I talk about all the time. These can be done extremely simply, just like the way that I'm showing you how I'm eating today. All of this can be done very simply or very elaborately, but honestly, it works the best when you keep it really simple. Every time you eat, you have a choice of what you're gonna put in your mouth. Are you gonna put something unhealthy, or are you gonna put something that is healthy and you know is gonna contribute to weight loss and overall health? I can tell you all the tips and tricks up my sleeve, all the scientific information that I know, but ultimately you're the only one that puts food in your mouth. And only you will live with the consequences of what you choose to put in your mouth. And so it's really just coming down to that choice. Does this meal contribute to my goal of losing weight, or does it not? And then this is the last tip that I have that I want to share with you guys, and that is just identifying your trigger moments of the day. This could possibly be the most important part of all these little weight loss tips, and everybody has these times. You might be able to be good all day long, and then after dinner, that is your trigger moment where you just want to have sweets and you say, I have a sweet tooth and I can't help it. Or maybe it's as you come home from work and you're just snacking because you didn't have enough to eat at work. Or maybe you just need to de-stress and you think you've had a hard day and you reward yourself with food or alcohol. These are the moments that you stuff in the extra calories. So the remedy to that is to be prepared, to know those moments that happen in your day and be prepared for them. So whether that is making sure that you have some kind of low calorie density snack pre-prepared for your ride home, or whether it is making sure that you have some healthier version of something that you enjoy. I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna have for dessert today, and this is something that totally satisfies me, and I don't feel like I need to reach for a cookie or, you know, vegan ice cream or something like that. Have those things in your back pocket, a few of them, to really annihilate that trigger moment, and these are the things that will help you succeed. When you can truly identify that trigger moment, you identify the times that you're habitually overeating, and you can plan in advance for healthier choices to help you kind of get out of that rut. Because you could be working super hard all through the week, making sure everything is perfect that you're eating, and then maybe on the weekends you're just letting it all fly and eating whatever you will. That's going to screw up your results. That's going to sabotage. That is self-sabotage. So all of these tips really have something in common, and that's just being aware. Bringing awareness to your eating habits, being aware of your emotional habits and how maybe your emotions can be tied to food. All of these things come into a combination here. Of course, yes, low calorie density. You're gonna lose weight eventually if you follow eating this way. However, there's a whole nother side of it, a whole mind side of it. And if this is something that you struggle with or you need some help with, This is my specialty, using the principles of low calorie density and finding those mind triggers that keep tripping you up. Have you tried every diet in the world and none of them work? Well, it probably has something to do with your mind. And I'm not judging at all. I've been there. This was my life, like constantly yo-yoing up and down and up and down. But I get it now. This is why I created this course, because I want to help people. And you know what? When you work it, it works. And when you don't, it doesn't. That's all I have to say. But if you need some help and you need some accountability, head over to my website and I would love to work with you personally. Let's get on to the next meal. It is just about dinner time and I'm going to make a really large salad with some sweet potato fries. I feel like I could probably have a big salad and either regular potatoes or sweet potatoes, French fries every single day. I love my air fryer for what it can do to make really crispy oil-free fries. But if you don't have an air fryer, it's totally fine and you can use just your oven. I'm gonna prepare about 1 pound of sweet potatoes to cut into fries. And then I'm just gonna show you a really simple dressing that I've shown you before, but that I use all the time. And if you don't like to cook and you don't wanna think about what you're making, it's a really easy fat-free dressing that you can add to your big salad. Okay, so the fries are chopped up here. This is about 1 pound of sweet potatoes. And I'm just going to get them a little bit wet, just water, some salt and garlic salt and nutritional yeast, paprika, and a little bit of cumin on them before I throw them into the air fryer. So here are the fries in the air fryer basket. And the reason that I put a little bit of water on them, lately I've been finding they come a little bit crispier when I stick them into the air fryer when they're a little bit wet. So it kind of mimics replacing oil. Everybody has their method, so that's just kind of what I've been toying with lately. So I've got them in there at about 28 minutes at 400 degrees. Hi, can you see me? Basically, I like to put these in longer because I feel like sweet potatoes never crisp up. And then that way, 28, 30 minutes, somewhere around there, they're gonna be nice and crispy, so they'll be ready for my dinner. So my easy salad dressing is literally maple syrup, some mustard, and balsamic vinegar. I can't talk. That's why I'm laughing. So I'm gonna use this with some garlic, and then I'm just gonna put a bunch of veggies in this bowl and call it a day. So here's a really simple dinner. I love the spices that I added to those sweet potatoes. I've got a super simple salad, kind of like my staple that I always have, and then I'm just serving it with some ketchup and bon appetit. All right, so if you're like me and you like to have some kind of dessert after you're done, because I feel like for me, I know that that would be my trigger moment like I talked about before. So I try and have like some healthy things up my sleeves, and this is something that I have been doing lately. It's just a banana and ice cream, but I'm gonna top it with a really sweet Honey Crisp apple. Chris found a Honey Crisp apple wild tree that we've been getting apples from, and they're amazing. And then I'm gonna put some either cinnamon or pumpkin spice on it and just kind of have like an apple pie vanilla ice cream kind of deal. Something that I've been doing lately that I really love for banana and ice cream is using like 1 to 2 ice cubes of frozen coconut milk, and it just brings the level of creaminess up so much more. And then you could even put in like a 1/2 teaspoon of maple syrup, and that just makes it a little bit sweeter. I'm gonna put some vanilla in there. Like I said, I'm gonna top it with the apples and the apple pie spice, pumpkin pie spice, something like that. That's what it looks like. Chris actually got to it before I did.
One of my favorites.
It's good, huh? It tastes like apple pie, kind of.
Yeah, it does.
Like with ice cream. It's really, really good. Yummy. Let's eat this before it melts, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching. As you can see, those were really simple meals. You probably have a lot of the stuff in your pantry or your fridge already to be able to make something similar. These are just to give you ideas of what you can eat. Still keep it whole food plant-based, still keep it low calorie density, still be satisfied and full while you lose weight. And eventually you're going to see progress. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you know when I have more of these what I ate in a day low calorie density videos coming out. I know a lot of you guys enjoy these videos and I really like making them too.